Good afternoon, neighbors, and welcome to this week's edition of Wazzup Chapel Hill. My name is Michelle, and I'm coming to you live from my home on Rockwell Lane. There's a lot to report this week, so let's jump right in, shall we? In this week's pool news, resident Cody Roach reported on Facebook that he had been able to enjoy some well-deserved alone time at the pool. Alone time at the pool doesn't happen at all that often, so enjoy it while you can, sir. It was also submitted to Facebook, a slow-motion video by yours truly, of my husband Scott Neal doing his Aquaman impersonation. Did you see that hair? Yes, I'm one lucky reporter. Continuing on with pool news, please be aware of your surroundings while you're at the pool. It is Texas and it's hot, and we have a lot of critters who may also be trying to share the pool time with us. Last week, for instance, a tarantula was spotted on this reporter's pool bag. Thankfully, my husband, Scott Neal, came to my rescue by scooping it up before it nestled down into my bag, which, had I found it, would have most certainly caused a huge uproar in the neighborhood, as the sirens would have surely alerted neighbors of the ambulance coming to my home to resuscitate me. Thankfully, there were people present at the pool who were not afraid of the little eight-legged demon. This reporter was not one of them. The spider was deemed docile and was seen passed from resident to resident to hold and play with. Mind you, I'm told that after the playtime was finished, the tarantula was released unharmed. My suggestion to place it in front of one of my tires as I drove away was nixed, so I'm to assume that he or she is still alive and well. Oh joy. Also spotted at the pool this week by resident Melissa Wilson was a rubber snake. After speaking with Melissa, I was told that although no snake is a good snake in her opinion, she was thankful it wasn't real. Resident pool expert Christine Geringer went to Facebook to let everyone know that the rubber snake should be left where it lies in the grass near the pool. It is said that it helps to deter the ducks from coming into our pool. Side note, I'm not afraid of ducks, but I will adhere to what Christine said. After all, she is the pool expert. In other news, it was also reported this week by resident Kevin Wilson that while fishing at the back pond behind the pool, he witnessed what he described as being a large beaver-looking creature in the water. Fellow resident Scott Neal suggested it could also be a nutria. After being forced to Google to see what on earth a nutria even was, I can tell you that I wouldn't want to encounter either one. That being said, I realize many of you and your children like to fish in that back pond, so just be aware and be safe. Also, should anyone encounter it and be so bold, please post a picture or a video of the Chapel Hill beaver, I can't make this up, on our Facebook page. And finally, regarding the pool, please continue to only allow in your own family members. Remember that all pool furniture is off limits this year. This is not just an HOA issue, but a county issue. If county officials come through, and we are told they will do surprise pool inspections to check on compliance, and they find out that we are using the pool furniture, they can and will shut us down for the season. So let's all continue to be respectful and follow the rules that each of us agreed to when we signed the 2020 pool waiver. Also, please remember that there will be no large gatherings or food up under the pavilion this year as we've had in the past. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, it is just not allowed this year. You are, however, allowed to bring your own chair from home if you'd like, and you can bring a small cooler with snacks for you and your family. Just please be considerate of others and clean up after yourself, throw your trash away. Also, if you bring toys down to the pool for your children, please remember to take those back home with you. And if they should break, I'm very sorry about that, but please do the right thing and throw them away so others don't have to do it for you. Let's see, if you have any concerns or questions, you can feel free to reach out to CMA Management at 817-310-6900. Moving on, did you know that Chapel Hill has its very own buy-sell trade page? We do. It's run by fellow neighbor and dear friend Rachel Langford. If you find that you have items for sale or something you want to donate to someone in the community, please feel free to go on that page and list your item. If you're not sure where to find that page, you can search it on Facebook by going to Chapel Hill Buy Sell Free. In other news, We have learned that the gentleman who sells neon signs at the corner of Bonds Ranch in Saginaw, Maine, is highly recommended by a couple of our residents. Both Rena Spence and Tiffany Miner have given this gentleman their seal of approval, so please continue to patron the establishment of local businesses and help them continue to prosper. And speaking of supporting local entrepreneurs, our very own Chapel Hill neighbor and friend, Michael Porter, has a vehicle detailing service called M&P Mobile Services. From the neighborhood reviews, it appears that he does amazing work and comes highly recommended. If you find that you need your vehicle detailed so it looks and smells brand new again, please feel free to reach out to Michael through our Facebook page or by calling him direct at 817-908-9875 for pricing and availability. Also, Chapel Hill is blessed to have 2 neighbors who offer lawn services to our residents. If you're in need of lawn care, please reach out to Mike Zavala or Jason Hotman through the Facebook page. My family has used both and can vouch that each of them do a great job and do so at very reasonable rates. Again, both can be reached via Facebook on this community page. In this week's Chapel Hill traffic news, speeding through the neighborhood once again became an issue when a Ryder truck was witnessed speeding down Rockwell Lane and clipping a number of trees on its way. Rather than go to Facebook to log a complaint, resident Scott Neal chose to confront said speeder face-to-face. Turns out he was delivering for Amazon, and when asked to please slow down, he said, "Okay, ma'am, but I wasn't going that fast." Now, I didn't have a radar gun to clock his speed, but I can tell you that he clipped a number of trees and was going far too fast for this neighborhood. However, karma was the proverbial bitch, because when he sped back through the neighborhood on his exit, again clipping a number of trees, it was revealed that he left in such a hurry that he didn't close his back rolling door. So now I am the proud owner of the what will now be called the Chapel Hill Dolly. So if any of you find yourself in need of a dolly, I've got one you can use. Slow down. It's not hard. Once again, Chapel Hill residents fell victim to a brief power outage yesterday. As you all witnessed on the Facebook page, I tried my best to jump on there pretty quickly to validate that the power was in fact out in the neighborhood, and also to calm the fears of local residents who thought they may have forgotten to pay their bill. As a community, I am very proud that in the 6 to 7 minute midday blackout, no one resorted to any type of craziness or violence. Good job, Chapel Hill. Good job. As we head into the July 4th weekend, please remember that even though it feels like we live in the country, we're actually still in the city limits of Fort Worth, and the shooting off of fireworks is prohibited within the city limits. Also, please note that the Eagle Mountain Lake Fireworks Show has been canceled this year. As of last evening, the fireworks show to be held at Panther City Island in Fort Worth is still set to begin at 9:20 p.m., but for remote viewing only. As a proud resident of Chapel Hill, I'd like to give a shout out and a big thank you to our neighbor, Tracy Morrison, and the Christian group Realtors for putting out flags in everyone's yard acknowledging the July 4th holiday. They definitely add a little dose of pride to the neighborhood, and we appreciate you being so kind to do so. Well, that's all I have for this week, folks. Please continue to lift one another up. Please continue to say hello, wave, and keep one another safe in our little slice of paradise. Have a great weekend. Enjoy one another's company celebrating July 4th. Again, be safe, and I'll be back next week. Until then, this is Michelle Neal reminding everyone to keep it real, Chapel Hill. Bye-bye.